Ask Tom on Home Show.
Susan from the Heights in Houston, Texas, has some termite tormentation.
Yes, she is tormented, all right. She just had an inspection, Tom. And Susan writes, our house is brick veneer built in 1963. And the inspection showed no signs of termites. The company that did the inspection, though, is offering to pre-treat the house. Should we just pre-treat the house or have the house inspected once a year or so? What's the best way to go to keep from getting those termites, Tom?
First off, there's no reason to treat it. Why just use poisons to poison? 1963, no signs of termites. Somebody did something right. It's not luck. I mean, it's probably the way the house is out of the ground. It's staying dry. Termites have no reason to get in there. The structure's dry. Just get your inspection once in a while and leave it at that. You can even walk around the perimeter. Once you learn how to do it, you could probably Google or YouTube a little thing about how to do a termite inspection around the perimeter of the house yourself and do it yourself. But there is no need to fix something that is not broken. You have nothing to be tormented about at all.
Even if you do that, I mean, I remember they were selling, I think it was Termidor or the Centricon.
Termidor,
yeah, or Centricon. They put these things, these bait stations around the house.
That's
and
Centricon.
Saying, yeah, and you're saying don't do that.
No, why do you want to attract them? No, it's they have a reason and they have a place. Some people are so loaded with colonies in the ground, you have to eradicate the colony. She's living in a wonderful space. Her house is not attracting termites. If they're around, they're doing something else. I'm not saying there's not termites out there, but there is no reason to start spreading. Termidor would be a poison that they would put around, which is a very good chemical, by the way, and it kills the colonies. But if there's no colonies, it's just sitting there being there. And so it's only going to last so long. There's just no reason to do anything. The Centricon at one time was just a bait. They would put it in the ground until the termites got there. Then they would have to come out once in a while and feed it poison so they could eradicate the termite colonies. And it was kind of a preventative, but it got so expensive and time consuming, they reinvented it. So now it has a poison in there. But it's still, if you don't have a termite problem, there's no reason to treat something. Find something better to do right now with your money, your time. The house is doing great when it comes to termites.
And there you go. That's the thing. When you send us questions for Tom, that's what happens. Yeah, there's so much of this stuff, and this is something I've learned personally working with Tom, is there's so much stuff out there in the home improvement space that is really just a product being marketed to sell it, whether you need it or not. And if you're going to get anything from watching these videos, get that there are things you just don't need to spend your money on. Am I right?
You're right. Go to a car dealership with a 2-year-old car, and I'll go in there just because you want to look, and they'll say, "Oh, we really want your car, and we want to put you in a new one." Do you really need a new car? It's only 2 years old. So everybody's going to try to sell you something. I don't blame them, but I can tell you at my house, I've never had a termite treatment done on my house, and I do my inspections regularly. But if I found termites, I have a good friend of mine. I know who I'm going to call, and you can call the people you called, but wait till you have them. Don't do it just because to do it.
No, exactly right. Never ask a barber if you need a haircut.
Yeah, sure.
Come here. Got a question? Click on that Ask Tom button, send it in, fill out that form, send it in, and we'll answer it. It's real easy, and just like that. And Tom will give you straight shooting advice in plain spoken English, so you can take advantage of his he's over there, his knowledge in home improvements. And we'll post one every day. I know it's what it is when we look in the monitors here, it's backward, and so I want to point that way, but he's over there. No, he's over there. Whatever. Just send us your question. We'll post one every day at HomeShowRadio.com, and we won't get crossed. And you'll find them at YouTube and our Facebook page too.